Welcome to Blacklight History, your daily dose of births, deaths, and events in African American history. I'm your host, Big A. It's July 18th. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into it. Born on this day in 1753 was Lemuel Haynes in West Hartford, Connecticut. Haynes was of mixed race and born to a prominent white woman. He was abandoned but not considered a slave, but was an indentured servant to Deacon Dave Rose and his wife until Haynes turned 21. Haynes' journey involved significant contributions beyond his ministry. He served in the Continental Army as a Minuteman during the Revolutionary War, participating in the capture of Fort Ticonderoga. He also became an anti-slavery activist, advocating for the equality of all people. Haynes' preaching and writing often addressed themes of racial equality and religious freedom, resonating with many. He became a sought-after speaker, even though he faced discrimination and prejudice throughout his life. Despite the obstacles, he left a lasting legacy, becoming the first black ordained minister in the United States, and a powerful voice for justice and equality in early America. On this day in 1863 was the Second Battle of Fort Wagner, a pivotal moment in the Civil War, seeing the 54th Massachusetts Infantry, an all-black regiment, leading a daring assault on a Confederate-held fort. This attack, though ultimately unsuccessful in capturing the fort, became a powerful symbol of black bravery and a testament to their willingness to fight for the Union. The 54th, alongside other Union troops, faced intense artillery fire and fierce hand-to-hand combat as they charged the fort's defenses. Despite the heavy casualties and ultimate failure to take the fort, the 54th Massachusetts actions at Fort Wagner significantly impacted the perception of black soldiers in the Union Army. Their courage and determination in the face of such adversity helped dispel doubts about their combat capabilities and contributed to the growing acceptance and recruitment of black soldiers. The battle became a powerful symbol of black valor and helped solidify the 54th Massachusetts' place in history as a regiment of heroes. The assault on Fort Wagner was not just a military engagement, it was a powerful statement about the fight for freedom and equality. This battle was depicted in the climax of the 1999 film Glory. On July 18, 1867, 9 freed enslaved men raised $500 and established the Lincoln Normal School of Marion. Located in Marion, Alabama, the Marion 9 would start a school that would eventually become Alabama State University. The school would move to Montgomery, Alabama in 1887, where the school is still located today. In HBCU, the Alabama State Hornets have a student population of around 5,475 students, with 5,100 being underclassmen. ASU has a $125 million endowment. Athletically, Alabama State is a D1 school in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Civil rights leaders Dr. Fred Shuttlesworth, Ralph Abernathy, musician Clarence Carter, and comedian Ricky Smiley are all notable alumni of the school. You've heard of Jackie Robinson, and you've heard of Jesse Owens, but let me introduce you to someone that is the center of their Venn diagram. Meet Mac Robinson, born on this day in 1914 in Cairo, Georgia. Robinson was raised in Pasadena, California, and diagnosed with a heart murmur. He was advised to play non-contact sports, so Robinson ran track, and did it well. He would attend the University of Oregon, and in 1936, Robinson was part of the U.S. Olympic team that went to the Berlin Games. We remember that Jesse Owens would win 4 gold medals at those games in the 100 meter, 200 meter, the long jump, and the 4x100 meter relay. But we forget that Mac Robinson also broke the old Olympic record in the 200 meter and finished second for a silver medal. Hitler refused to shake either man's hand. Robinson would come home and continue running for the Ducks. He would win the 1939 NCAA championship in the 200 meter dash. He would graduate from Oregon and turn professional in things other than sports. But I have one more piece of trivia to tell you. Mac Robinson is the older brother of UCLA Bruin football All-American, Army 2nd Lieutenant, Negro Baseball League All-Star, and the first African American to break baseball's color barrier, Jackie Robinson. Mac Robinson would be inducted into both the University of Oregon Hall of Fame and their Sports Hall of Fame. He would leave us on March 12, 2000 at the age of 85. Today we remember blues singer Screamin' Jay Hawkins. Known for his, at the time, outlandish outfits and onstage performances, Hawkins was an early rock and roll influence. Born on this day in 1929, Hawkins wanted to be an opera singer like Paul Robeson, but he was better suited for blues. His theatrics on stage would inspire rock and roll legends Alice Cooper, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Led Zeppelin. His biggest hit was I Put a Spell on You. The song has been covered by Creedence Clearwater Revival, Nina Simone, and Marilyn Manson. The song is listed as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Rolling Stone magazine ranks it as one of the 500 greatest songs of all time. Happy 84th birthday to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame singer Martha Reeves. Born in Eufaula, Alabama, Reeves was raised in Detroit. She would become the lead singer of the Motown group Martha and the Vandellas. The group would have a string of hit songs like Heat Wave, Quicksand, Dancing in the Street, and Nowhere to Run. They would have 6 top 10 Hot 100 hits and 2 R&B number 1s. The group has been inducted into the Rock and Roll, the Vocal Group, and the Rhythm and Blues Halls of Fame. Their songs Heat Wave and Dancing in the Street is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. Dancing in the Street is also inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, and the Library of Congress has preserved the song in the National Recording Registry. On this day in 1951, 9-1 boxing underdog Jersey Joe Walcott knocked out Charles Izzard in the 7th round to become the world heavyweight boxing champion. At age 37, Walcott was the oldest person to win the title. On this day in 1959, golfer Bill Wright became the first African American to win a PGA Tour event, winning the U.S. Amateur Public Links Championship. He was only 23 years old. In 1960, he would win the NAIA National Championship golfing for Washington College for education. Happy birthday to TV and radio personality Wendy Williams. A graduate of Boston's Northeastern University, Williams would begin her career in radio. Known as a shock jock, she gained national notoriety for contentious interviews with celebrities. In 2008, she would begin a nationally syndicated TV talk show, The Wendy Williams Show. Lasting 12 seasons, the show was a ratings hit. Williams is a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and in 2009 was inducted into the National Radio Hall of Fame. Williams turned 61 today. On this day in 1970, outfielder Willie Mays would bat 2 for 3 with a walk in a 10-1 San Francisco Giant rout of the Montreal Expos. Mays would achieve the milestone of getting his 3,000th hit in a game, cementing his place in Cooperstown. Happy 51st birthday to the University of Memphis head basketball coach Penny Hardaway. A Memphis native, Hardaway would play college basketball at the University of Memphis. He was an All-American and a 2-time Great Midwest Conference Player of the Year. Drafted by the Golden State Warriors with the 3rd overall pick in the 1993 NBA Draft, Hardaway was traded to the Orlando Magic for Chris Webber. Hardaway would be paired with rising star center Shaquille O'Neal. Hardaway would spend 14 seasons in the NBA, finishing his career a 3-time All-NBA selection with over 10,000 points, averaging 15.2 points per game with 4.5 rebounds and 5 assists. At the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Hardaway would win a gold medal with Team USA. Retiring in 2007, Hardaway would move into coaching basketball. In 2018, he became the head basketball coach at his alma mater, Memphis. Hardaway has won 3 AAC titles and an NIT championship. In 2025, he was named AAC Coach of the Year. Happy 46th birthday to former NFL wide receiver Deion Branch. A 2-time All-Conference USA selection for the University of Louisville, Branch would be a 2nd-round pick for the New England Patriots in the 2002 NFL Draft. During his 12-season NFL career, Branch would have 6,644 career receiving yards with 39 touchdowns. He would win 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots, and at Super Bowl 39, Branch was named the game's most valuable player with 11 catches for 133 yards. Branch is currently back with his alma mater, the University of Louisville, as the Cardinals receivers coach. On this day in 1992, undisputed lightweight boxing champion Pernell Whitaker would begin his assault on heavier divisions by beating Rafael Pineda for the IBF World Light Welterweight title. The 12-round unanimous decision would bring Whitaker's career record to 30-1. On this day in 1995, future U.S. Senator and United States President Barack Obama will release his memoir, Dreams from My Father, detailing his life as a biracial youth in Honolulu and Chicago, leading into his time at Harvard. It would not become a New York Times bestseller until after his 2004 Democratic National Convention speech. Happy 28th birthday to Olympic champion and 6-time world champion sprinter Noah Lyles. Raised in Alexandria, Virginia, Lyles would forego college and sign with Adidas and turn professional in 2016. Although he did not make that year's Olympic squad, he would win 2 golds at the World Under-20 Championships. For the last 9 years, Lyles has established himself as one of the most dominant 100 and 200 meter sprinters in the world, culminating in the 100 meter gold medal at the 2024 Paris Games. Lyles would take home the bronze medal in the 200 as well. Leading up to the Paris Games, he was named the 2023 Men's World Athlete of the Year. Today we remember the life of Pro Football Hall of Fame lineman Jim Parker. Parker was a national champion and the 1956 Outland Trophy winner with the Ohio State Buckeyes. The All-American was drafted in the first round of the 1957 NFL Draft by the Baltimore Colts. Spending his entire 11-season career with the Colts, Jim Parker was a 10-time All-Pro selection, winning back-to-back NFL championships in 1958 and 59. Parker was selected to be a member of the NFL's 1950s All-Decade Team and the 75th and 100th anniversary teams. Parker would be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1973 and into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1974. Jim Parker would pass on this day in 2005 at the age of 71. On this day in 2022, director Jordan Peele would release his latest thriller, Nope. Starring Keke Palmer and Oscar-winning actor Daniel Kaluuya, the movie follows the lives of a family of horse wranglers as they try to prove that aliens are abducting local townsfolk. With an 83% Rotten Tomatoes critic score, the film will go on to take home the Saturn Award for Best Science Fiction Movie. That concludes today's events. If you've enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And remember, African American history is American history. So join us again tomorrow as we shine another light on Black Light history.